Kaepernick because they know he's not an easy man to scheme against. He can beat you with a big arm, taking shots downfield, also beat you with his legs, either off of design runs or in the passing game by improvising and taking off.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Peterson a first down and more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
To throw, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. There to make the grab.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Andy Isabella. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I read something prepping for this game. That he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now left side on the swing pass. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Pushes him over, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on the running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now Washington. Retake the field for drive number 2. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And some room to work. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I for this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 31 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And does Washington have it? They do.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On play action, it's Kaepernick. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out, and Washington is able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
On the return, Isabella. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, good move. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Kaepernick going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really... in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They toss it left side to Peterson. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down behind the red zone. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Flush to his right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Isabella. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football. And, his first carry, he loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Larry Fitzgerald, 34 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw on third down, Maxwell.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. Second touchdown here in this first half.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it, because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
Well, okay, he says, yeah, I see you, OBJ, from a few years back, but tight ends can make one-handed catches too.
Are you saying tight ends are wide receivers as well? That's essentially what you're telling me.
I mean, the lines are becoming more.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Kaepernick now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And now it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Maxwell. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Maxwell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Right back to Fitzgerald, this time complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Ogunbowale on the screen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Well, he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game is going, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everybody to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we went in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Maxwell is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Maxwell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Maxwell rolling to his right. Dances by him, fighting through, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Looking to throw. Maxwell flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick, one of the up middle. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time. Momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, able to avoid him. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's opened his... Defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Escaping the pressure right. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And it's caught. And he's brought down. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Maxwell. And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10. Maxwell. Green brings it in. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on... Now a hit and a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just
Absolutely.
scored, right?
Just took the touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the
fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And this return. Net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Maxwell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Maxwell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Pushing his way through. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but just had 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Jackson now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Then he'll give it here to his running back. 43 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Maxwell. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Point after here coming up. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well,
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 25. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the...
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
And the of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Pushing through the contact. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to flatliner, level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Larry Fitzgerald there to make the grab.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, Isabella.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
Now Kaepernick. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
That's the way to make the cut,
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And it's a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Nice move by Lewis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a tee for him. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
6 yards left on second down.
Handoff comes to Peterson. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They run again with Peterson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And with a little over a... to play, they have taken the lead. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Runs over it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Kaepernick to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. He's going to take another shot here. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our